As drones get smaller and more intelligent, we have looked forward to the day when you can just get a drone to follow a dirt bike independently. No drone operator, no setup time, and small enough to carry in your backpack. Some viewers may remember I bought a Skydio drone 3 years ago. It cost a small fortune to have it sent to Australia, and I was massively disappointed. They claimed it was almost crash-proof, but it crashed often enough that I couldn't risk filming in our forests. Enter the HOVERAir X1 ProMax. All this footage was filmed with this tiny foldable drone that fits in a pocket, and it was all filmed without connecting it to the accessory beacon, controls, or my phone. It's not necessarily perfect for dirt riders, but it appears to be the best solution yet in this price range, around $1,000 Australian dollars or US $700. This is just a preview. We are planning a much more detailed review featuring all the pros and cons after a lot more testing. There are other drones which are now very capable at autonomous flight, but there are several features that stand out with the AirHover X1 ProMax for dirt riders. First, it's tiny and foldable. The drone can fit in a large pocket, a tank bag, or your backpack. Second, it's tough. All the propellers are enclosed by a very tough plastic frame. It's light enough to survive crashes and drops, and the camera is tucked away neatly to avoid damage to the gimbal. Third, it only takes about 20 seconds to set up. Just turn it on, select the automatic flight mode, start riding.
Okay, she's on. Take off.
Follow.
And when you want to stop, just cross your arms, put your hand under the drone, and it lands. How simple is that?
Thank you.
Next, you have at least 10 automatic flight modes to choose from, so you don't need to learn any fancy flying skills.
Follow. Zoom out. Hover.
And finally, if you want to have some control over the drone, then there is a co-pilot mode. You can connect the drone to your phone and tell the drone what to do, and the camera will just stay focused on you. For more control, you can also buy the beacon and joysticks to extend your range and fly manually. We will report on that later. What else do we like? The 8K resolution is huge and lets you zoom in. Otherwise, you can just film in 4K and use HDR. This is very useful in high contrast setting with sun and shadows. We expected much of this footage to be terrible due to all the shadow, but the HDR really makes a difference. What else? There is no account registration needed. Personally, I won't buy Insta360 cameras because you can't operate them until you give them all your personal information. What are the potential issues? Well, the AirHover ProMax mainly relies on visual cues to try and avoid obstacles, but it has trouble detecting small branches. Also, there is a sensor in the rear of the drone to detect obstacles when it's filming you from the front. But just be warned, it doesn't always work. The speed. It flies at 42 kilometers an hour and up to 60 kilometers per hour in bursts. This is generally all you will need for dirt riding, but it could be limiting for faster types of motorbike riding. Battery life is around 12 to 15 minutes, which we found is plenty for our filming needs, but you will probably want to stop at the 10-minute mark to change batteries. The price? Well, we think it's well priced for all the features. However, there is a cheaper option. HOVERAir also have the more basic X1 Pro, which is a few $100s cheaper. It has a smaller Wi-Fi range, Its collision avoidance is a bit more basic. It's only 4K resolution, has a smaller image sensor and less internal storage. That's all for now. We are keen to thoroughly test it more and get back to you with an objective review soon.